Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's such a wonderful day. I am so thankful. Thankful to God because He has blessed us all to live to see another day. This is Point of View, and I am Miss Shirley Polk. I am your hostess, whichever one you want to use, whichever word you want to use. But I am so thankful. I guess I've been doing Point of View for over 13 years. And I am so grateful that we're coming up on another Christmas, another celebration. And we know that we celebrate the birth of Jesus on Christmas, Jesus Christ, who is the Savior of the world. And we celebrate Him. So I want everybody to know some children don't know the meaning of Christmas and why we celebrate. And some people can deny Him, Jesus Christ, if they want to. Some adults might not know why we celebrate Christmas, but people will try to negate the fact that Christmas is a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. And I am so happy to say that I believe it. I believe it. And we are going to talk about getting through Christmas stress free and debt free. And I want to make sure that I have the right everything here. I am going to turn my camera on. I'm going to turn the camera on, and I want to make sure I have everything right here. Make sure I have my subject right here. I don't know what it might have on here, but I will get it straight. And I always have these messages popping up here. Okay, getting through Christmas stress free. Okay, you have it there, and I can do that on Facebook just a little later. But it is coming through well, and I am so thankful. Dear God, as I sit before you to speak, I pray to you that my soul you will keep. And if I should die before I finish, I pray to you, dear God, in the name of Jesus, that any outstanding sins will be forgiven. Amen. And we have a piece from uh, cappuccinoandfashion.com. That is stress free and debt free Christmas. How to have a simple, magical Christmas. And this article was released in uh, November 2023 on the 28th. And this is minimalism. So that's a site that I use also. So, and then the next one is coming from the Freedom Adventure.com, rediscovering the joy of the holiday season. So, hey, we have great topics for today. And I am just so thankful for you and for me that we are just blessed above measure. And I want to say that today I got a great report from a beautiful sister and family that I'm so happy and thankful to be acquainted with. I got a report today that God is working. He's always working, but He does things that we just sometimes we're looking one way and He's working in another direction. And I am just so thankful that He works in our favor. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera on and we're going for it. Okay. Hi. So happy to see you. So happy to see you. I am so happy. Okay. I can't help it. I am a happy person and I love it. I thank God for it. I remember Duggar said one time to me, and those in Denison in the Sherman area know Duggar. And so Duggar's gone on into eternity now. And he said, Shirley, you just smile all the time. Something got to be wrong. I just thank God that people can see the love and the joy in my life because I am just so happy to be here, so thankful to be here. Okay, I'm going to go right on. I just have to share that, and I want everybody else to be happy too. I want you to be as happy as you possibly can and just have joy and peace in spite of everything else that might be going on in your life. You deserve joy, you deserve peace, and you can have it because I'm praying for and with you that you will have it. And I remember Minister Daniels, he's a pastor now, Dwayne Daniels, he would sing this song, God has a blessing for you. You can have it. Just reach up and grab it. God has a blessing for you. And I believe that with all my heart, that he does have a blessing, not just one, more than one blessing for you, because he is definitely in the blessing business. And I believe that he has our interest at heart and that he wants everything good for us. And so we have to be in the position to get that good. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to my topics here and I'm going to probably do, yeah, the cappuccino and fashion site first. Stress free and debt free Christmas. How to have a simple, magical Christmas. So many people are stressed out right now because this person wants this person wants that. Their children want this, their children want that. They want to please their children, they want to please and other people, give them great gifts for Christmas. I totally understand that. I would not dare talk against you about doing that because that's how the mass of us were raised and taught that at Christmas time we give gifts, we love each other, we mingle with family and friends and just have a wonderful time. But yet it's a stressful time if you are limited in certain ways. If your money is limited, if you are limited in a physical capacity or even a mental capacity, there could be limitations and that could cause stress on you. But look, let's talk about it. You just have to think about yourself while you're thinking about other people. If you are in a situation where you cannot relax, that you are all stressed out from all of the busyness, all of the thinking, all of the trying to gather this and gather that. If you're all stressed out, you cannot enjoy Christmas. And Christmas is for you to enjoy along with everyone else. So today, we're going to talk about a stress free and debt free Christmas. Think about it. You have to start shaping and molding your children and the people around you and let them know Christmas is about the Christ child. It's about giving gifts and enjoying each other, but not to the point where it stresses and causes all kinds of problems and confusion after the Christmas is over. So many things can come up, so many things can happen, even during the Christmas holiday. And I saw a question, I don't, was it online? No, it was a call-in show. I don't know. I don't remember which one it was, but one of the parents asked about and mentioned about how the children open their gifts and they just look at them and they might do something with them for just a little bit. And then they open them, put them down, and then go looking for the next gift. And that has happened. I know that's how spoiled we are. So we're going to have to start reshaping, remolding, reframing for your own good, for our own good, so we can enjoy Christmas too, and everybody else can enjoy it also with the understanding that you will get some gifts. And then throughout the year, we'll work on getting different things because all through the year, you're buying for your children. And like when my children were young, we were buying for the children all year. They had to have something all year long. So now you might have to reframe that and work everything up to Christmas. And when Christmas gets here, then they get gifts and they understand all year long you've gotten gifts leading up to today. So here is your Christmas gift. There's so many things that we can do, so many things. Sometimes it's not easy because we have spoiled children. Like well, one of my daughter's friends would say, "Sparred." Our children, our grandchildren, we want the best for them, but we will also want them to be able to get the true meaning and the true feeling of what Christmas is all about, and that is the Christ child. Besides those gifts, the true meaning, and people can try to deny it. I know I'm repeating, and they can try to skip over it, and I've tried, but when they celebrate Christmas, they're celebrating the Christ child, whether they want to acknowledge it or not. Okay. Stress free and Debt Free Christmas, How to Have a Simple, Magical Christmas. And this is from cappuccinoandfashion.com. How to Have a Magical Christmas. And it talks about this post. And remember, I said minimalism is in one of them. That's another site, but they're working together. So there is said, the post this post may contain affiliate links, meaning I make a commission if you purchase through my links at no extra cost to you. And there's a disclosure here, okay? So when you go to this site, then you'll see that there. So the shopping season is upon us, and people are getting with it out there now. You know, the time when you can find all the best deals to treat yourself and your loved ones. Okay, and then some before the like Christmas Eve, you can usually find some super great deals. Oh yes, okay. So save money, get more stuff, and be happier. That's what all the marketing is telling us, right? Okay, no debt, no stress Christmas. Here we go. Oh, this is good. So we're often made to feel like it says kids here. I am about kids, but I didn't write this, okay? So I'm going to read what the writer has written, all right? As long as it's something that I can tastefully relay. So, like, when it comes to profanity and all that, I won't repeat that, read that, okay? All right. So, I'm not saying profanity is in this. I have to make myself clear, okay? Okay. So, we're often made to feel like our kids won't have that magical special time unless there's a big pile of presents under the Christmas tree. Everywhere around us in all advertising, we're constantly told, you want a magical Christmas? Then you need to buy this product. We all know it very well, don't we? So, how can you have that magical time without the stress and debt piling up? How can you do it? Oh, we're looking forward to it, aren't we? That's what we're going to look at in this article, how to have a stress free and debt free Christmas. All right, pay attention. Like a Superintendent Timmons, when he stresses something on his Facebook page, he puts on their hashtag, pay attention. Okay, pay attention. It's not too late for you to have a more debt free and more stress free Christmas. It's not too late, okay? And by the way, this article is written by somebody who loves Christmas. She said, I love the holiday season, and I'm not going to say that you don't need to do any shopping this holiday season. She's not trying to tell you that, okay? I absolutely think this is a time to enjoy each other, but I think there is a way. I'm This is the writer talking, okay? But I think there is a way to do this without the stress and without the debt. And she has different links here, okay? So let's start by rewinding a bit, though, okay? We're going to rewind a bit. Debt and stress at Christmas. I did some research before writing the article, and I think my findings will surprise you. One survey said that in 2022, in the UK, two-thirds of households went into credit card debt in order to have that magical Christmas. Two-thirds of the people in the UK, according to this 2022 survey, two-thirds of the households in the UK went into and credit card and debt, credit card debt, excuse me, in order to have that magical Christmas. I also polled my Instagram audience for over 7,000 people, and most people said they have not set a budget for Christmas this year. They haven't even set the budget, okay? That was in 2022. A lot of people also said that they do receive or have received in the past a lot of unwanted gifts. In the same breath, they also said that they would actually feel really guilty if they were to get rid of those unwanted gifts. And when it came down to buying Christmas gifts, a majority of people said they actually find the process stressful rather than a joyful experience. And that's it. That is the norm at Christmas time. Believe it or not, that's NORM. It's normal because so many people are going through the same thing because of peer pressure most of the time. That kind of pressure. I've got to do this because everybody else is doing it. This is how we were brought up. But you can change that. Reframe the whole situation, okay? For you to have peace of mind, all right? For a lot of people, Christmas has become a season that's quite stressful instead of being that joyful and magical time that a lot of us expect and want it to be. It really, 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 for real. Yes. So now let's look at the other side of things, our households. Let's look at our households. Houses filled with clutter. There was a poll in the UK that said there are almost 1.5 million rooms in the UK filled to the brim with clutter. From that poll of 2,000 homeowners, 10% of the participants had a room they don't use because it's too full of stuff. Oh, yeah, I can relate, okay? That means that a rent or mortgage is being paid for a room that can't even be used because it's full of too much clutter. On top of that, all that clutter also causes us a lot of stress. In that same poll, 32% of people who try to declutter their homes say they don't know where to start when it comes to getting rid of the items they no longer need. I had to just, I couldn't close my eyes because I had to, know what I was doing and everything, but I had shoes and different things that I was not wearing. Very good shoes. And mostly I took those to, was it the Salvation? I took them somewhere. I loaded them up, made sure they were in great shape, didn't give any junk away. I took them to a place that someone else could acquire them from and hopefully be happy and get some good wear out of them. And then lots of things, I took things out of the closet, and some things, it is amazing how long we keep things in the closet. I can talk about it firsthand, okay? We keep things in the closet for years and years, taking up space. And one time I just took stuff out of that closet and dumped it in the trash because nobody else could use it. And then probably if you put it on, it might, what is that kind of right, like you put it on and it's the material is so old that it rips, and if you move a certain way. Let me tell you about this experience I had. I had uh, was in charge of cleaning out a family home, not in Denison, not anywhere up there, here, taking things out and getting the house ready for sale. And so there were shoes that had never, they were in the box as brand new shoes, and so much other in there. So one pair of the shoes, they were nice looking shoes. So I decided I wanted those shoes. I'm just telling you about the clutter and things when people keep things so long. So I was going to Fairport for something. Something was going on. So I decided to put these shoes on. I was going to wear these shoes. And so I had to stop and ask the police for how to get to wherever I was going. And I got out of the car because I think I went to the side of the curb or something. And the shoes just split. The bottom of them just came out. Now, these were in the box when I got them. They were brand new for whenever they were bought. But I had those shoes on. Those shoes came apart. One shoe came apart on me. And I think I had to drive back home in one shoe because I came on back home because I don't think I had another pair. But whatever it was, I think I was trying to leave Fairport. I believe that's what it was. And I got out to get directions, and the shoe came apart. Okay, so in this poll, I just wanted to share that with you because sometimes we can keep stuff until it's no good for anybody. Okay, oh, no good for anybody. So going back to this poll, in that same poll, 32% of people who tried to declutter their homes say they don't know where to start when it comes to getting rid of items they no longer need. Sometimes you just have to put it in the trash bin, okay? And 46% of people hold on to broken or unusable items such as cables, old mobile phones, electricals, game consoles, gadgets, and kitchen appliances. Oh, yeah, they're hitting me right here. Okay? No stress, no debt. Christmas is possible. A no stress, no debt Christmas is possible. And it's things that we just hang on to because we say, well, I can fix that. I can use that again. I can fix that. Sometimes we just have to let things go, okay? Declutter, stress free, okay? There was another survey in the USA which said that 91% of people feel overwhelmed at least some of the time by the clutter in their house. 88% of the participants said they wanted less clutter. Nearly 50% of them said they will not invite their friends over to see their house. A third of them said they have no idea how to reduce the clutter. So the study also said that moms with small children, like she said, like herself, have a particularly hard time with the clutter in their homes. And she said, I definitely felt that. We're still talking about being debt free and stress free Christmas, okay? And this site is let me see, cappuccino and fashion.com. She said, I do think that I went into motherhood thinking that having a lot of stuff comes with the territory when you have kids. You need to have a lot of toys, a lot of clothes, a lot of gadgets on things for them around the house. The truth is, you don't really need that much stuff for them. The truth is, she said, and she realizes this now, that you don't really need that much stuff for those children, okay? So another study shows that on average, a home in the USA has around 300,000 items in it. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Of those 300,000, only about 20% are being actually used on a regular basis. That leaves 80% of these items that are never, or those items that are never truly used. The reality is that we rarely use the stuff we keep just in case, the stuff we don't really need, okay? We keep it just in case, and it's really stuff that we don't really need because stuff stays around for years sometimes. And then if you didn't use it in those years, look, I'm reasoning with myself now. If you haven't used it in years, you didn't miss it evidently. If you didn't pull it out to use it. So now, what do? You get that, if it's papers and things like that, like I sometimes I sit and I use my shredder for hours on end, shredding stuff, shredding. And when I get in that mood, I'll sit and do that, or get up and take a little break, get back to it. I do stuff like that in what do you call it, in spurts. And when I start doing it and cleaning and different things like that, I just go almost nonstop. That's the way I am till I get it done, or I make myself stop. So the reality is that we rarely use the stuff we keep just in case, the stuff we don't really need. But we say, I might need this, and my children know me. Mama, you haven't used it. What are you going to do with it? Oh, yeah. Think about how much more space and air you would have in your home if you got rid of of 80% of the items of those items. So imagine all the things you don't really actually need being out of your home. Wow, so we are not alone. We are not alone. So, how can I make Christmas stress free? How can we make Christmas stress free? How can you? So, she said, how can I make Christmas stress free? Back to the shopping season that is upon us, making us feel like we need to constantly look for the best deals. But what ends up happening is that we most likely buy more than we need to, or that we plan to. And that's the truth. Have you ever, I mean, just basic, talking about now, like if you go into the store, you say, I need to get some milk, I need to get some sugar. And then you come out of there with what some people call a bill of groceries. That means you go in there and you come out with 2 or 3 bags, and sometimes maybe more. And you just went in there to get maybe one thing, maybe two things, okay? So we usually get more than we need to, or that we plan to. That is, it happens all the time. And even with all those discounts during sales, we're not really saving that much money. And that's for sure. That is for sure. Here's a hint. You're not saving anything unless it's an item that you were planning on purchasing anyway. So if it's something that just popped up and it's an impulse buy, you're not really saving anything, even if it's 40% off. It wasn't something you needed to begin with. That's these sales can get us if we give in to them. And that's where they know they have us. Okay. All right. Buying the best deal that wasn't actually needed means we're just stuffing our homes with things that we bought on impulse. Stuff that we didn't really need, which means we're not going to use it that much. And then we start feeling guilty about it because we start feeling guilty about it because we spent all of this money on it, but we're not making use of it. How many have ever done that? Have you ever done that? The whole thing becomes a negative experience. Plus, we end up with homes filled with useless clutter bought with our hard earned money. Can anybody concur? Or even worse, we spent money that we didn't even have. For example, when we use credit cards. And we hope this will make us happy because that's the message we get from all the marketing around us. We give in to those ads, don't we? And we can be sitting and looking at television. We've already had our meal for that time of the day, and then we see something come up, and we say, "Ooh, that looks so good. I'd love to have that to eat." And then we might order it or go out and get it, okay? But this whole process ends up making us feel miserable because we end up with cluttered homes and unwanted gifts that we feel guilty letting go of. I used to be somebody who would buy a lot of holiday decor, a lot of gifts, a lot of stocking stuffers and fillers, and everything like that. She said I started on this decluttering and minimalism journey with the intention of feeling better about my household and making it more manageable, but it has changed my whole mindset on everything from gift giving to buying things for my kids and everything in between. This is encouraging. We can do it, okay? You can do it. For example, one thing I was tempted to buy this year was a new Christmas tree. I kept seeing many adverts on Instagram for various different Christmas trees. They looked beautiful with pre-lit branches. Yes, yet here's the thing. Is there anything wrong with our Christmas tree? No. Do I really need a new Christmas tree? No. But I was definitely tempted to buy one. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to buy one in the future. Maybe I will. Now, this is a writer talking through me, okay? So I just don't feel like I really need to right now. So take my story as just a reminder that if it is not in your budget this year, or if you don't truly need it, don't feel like you have to overspend. Let's not go into debt just to buy that thing that promises to bring you that magical Christmas. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, no, no. Okay? You can't really need any sort of physical thing to make holidays special. You don't really need any sort of physical thing to make holidays special. Just don't need it. You don't need it. That no, no, no. That basketball player, he's gone into eternity now. But I really liked that commercial every time I was sitting. No, no, no. Okay? You don't really need any sort of physical thing to make holidays special, and that's a fact. Most of the time, it's just your presence that counts, and it's the experiences that you have with the people you love that are going to make it a magical Christmas. Okay, then what can we do instead of going down this hole of spending and gathering clutter in homes? Well, hmm, for one, we can try to make more mindful choices about the things that we buy. And this can start with the holiday season. One thing I have started to do, this is the author. I just keep reminding you of that, okay? This is the author. Okay, one thing I have started to do is to make a list of things that I would like to buy, things that maybe I see an ad for and I'm interested in. I will put it on my list. Uh, a note apps on her phone. This is what she uses. So, we have those note apps, okay? She said, but I won't buy it right away. I'm going to give myself a cooling off period. What I have found is that for a lot of the items, if I wait a week or two, I might realize I actually don't need it or I don't really feel like it's going to help me. It was just an impulse thought while I was seeing the advert that made me feel that I needed it. So that's what adverts are supposed to do, right? And they do a job well, don't they? So giving yourself a bit of time can be super helpful with this. It makes you realize that in reality, you might not be missing out on a great deal for real. So it gives you time and space to consider that maybe what you actually need is less stuff. So, how to have a stress free, debt free Christmas. Don't get me wrong, she says. I'm not saying don't shop for the holidays, all right? I'm simply saying let's shop a bit more intentionally. And you see, I'm hesitating here because I have ads that are in between some of these sentences. I have also created an ultimate clutter free gift giving guide for you. The idea came to me as I was trying to think of ideas of thoughtful gifts I could give to people that I love without cluttering their homes. I put all the 32 ideas in a list here. There's a list on this site, okay? And this site is cappuccinoandfashions.com. So if you're looking for some inspiration, remember, there's nothing wrong with a simple Christmas. Simple decor, a few thoughtful gifts, a nice table of comfort food, and your presence. I think these will make the most magical Christmas. I hope these tips on a stress free and debt free Christmas were helpful. This is nice. This is really nice. And she has some other things that you can go to, sites you can go to. And she said you can leave a comment on her site too. You can leave your name and your email address. So this is really good. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She said, hey, I'm Madeline, south of London based mom, sharing my decluttering journey and blogging tips. So she said, grab a cuppa and join the fam. Okay, so that is great. I appreciate that. Now let's go to our next here, and this is thefreedomadventure.com. thefreedomadventure.com. Oh, yes. Celebrate more, spend less. I hope you're enjoying this. This is your guide to a joyful holiday season. The ultimate guide to low cost, stress free holiday season. The ultimate guide to a low cost, stress free holiday season. Thank you so much for being here with me whenever you are, okay? Whenever you're with me. Let me go to what we're going to talk about here, the table of contents. Let me get this mouse on that. Okay. Number one, rediscovering the joy of the holiday season. Number two, a joyful low cost holiday season awaits. All right. Oh, this is good. Here's a disclosure, and it's talking about there would be affiliates on this page. When you go to this page, you'll see, because you see, I said that there were some ads between the sentences. That's why it slowed me down just a little bit. So let me go ahead and get this, increase my font just a little bit. Okay. Now, all right. So the author here, let me make sure I get the name here. Did I get the name, or is the name? Okay, this is December the 2nd, 2024 by Leanne. By Leanne, okay? Thank you, Leanne. Okay, all right. I have to admit, it was off putting to see holiday decor and Christmas sales in stores as early as October. I'm sure these are folks, and it disappoints me too, because I say we haven't even gotten through Thanksgiving, and I enjoyed Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, like the day after, we're going into the Christmas season, which I like very much. But it is, to me, to see them come out so early with the Christmas. But so I say I'm not the only one feeling this way. So she said, I have to admit, it was off-putting to see holiday decor on a Christmas sales in stores as early as October. I'm sure there are folks who appreciate the early. Um, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this or not, because I have an obstruction here. So let me see what I can do about this obstruction. I'm going to try to work through it here. Try. I don't know whether there are folks who appreciate it, the early onset of the holiday festivities. So she said, I am not one of them. I am not one of them. It's not that I'm a Grinch, but rather I've disengaged from the commercial excess that I'm going to have to reduce the font. Excuse me, please, but I have this uh, arrow that's in the way, and I can't get to my words. Okay. Okay, now let me get back to talking about rediscovering the joy of the holidays. Popular culture makes it seem like the joy of Christmas and the holidays is all about gifts and lavish uh, parties. It often overlooks the deeper meaning of the holiday season. Honestly, few, let me, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this or not. Few ads successfully balance uh, commercialism with true holiday spirit. So here is one of my favorites. So she has one of her favorites here. This ad. Okay. Smart advertising is an art. Holiday ads have mostly become predictable and lack creativity, yet people flock to pay to buy. They adhere to these ads even though some of them, and some of them just seem so mm, I, useless or sometimes distasteful to me. Like there's one ad that's on, it's not Christmas, but it's running through Christmas because they have a product to sell. But I think it's really distasteful, but evidently it's working because they keep running the ad. So let me just go right ahead and do this. I'm trying my best to get through this because they have this big arrow in the middle uh, of some of my words. Smart advertising is an art. Holiday ads have mostly become predictable and lack creativity, yet people still flock to buy it. It's amazing how much money spent and on goods are purchased during the holidays only to later end up in landfills. My. In fact, holiday spending continues to grow year after year, rising to an estimated, let me get this estimate here, $989 billion this year. And that's 2024. So that's quite a figure for a country experiencing record consumer debt levels. Oh my God. So overspending, over purchasing, and overcommitting are not how Brian and I choose to spend December. We are striving for a low cost, stress free holiday season. And let me, oh my goodness. If holiday season. So if you're dining for and looking for the same, keep reading as I share my go to tips and tricks. Limit commitments. The next one is focus on experiences, not things. Yes, that makes sense. Set a realistic budget. Shop mindfully. Simplify holiday meal plans. Enjoy local free holiday events. Next, practice self care. You know, we talk about this on almost every show. Practice self care. Host a holiday movie marathon. Set sail on a budget friendly cruise. Yeah. And practice gratitude. We talk about that quite often, don't we? A joyful low cost holiday season awaits. A joyful low cost holiday season awaits. And then, so we can say, so how will you be celebrating this holiday season? And there are some related posts here. And we are in the freedomadventure.com. And I want to say something about the author here, The Power of Choice. Let me see if I can get to it. Hi. But anyway, we're at thefreedomadventure.com. You can leave a reply on here. You can go there and read that and enjoy other articles. And okay, here they are about us. Hi, we're Brian and Leanne, and that Leanne is Liann, two N's, okay? Husband and wife, creative duo, and partners in crime, she says. Join us as we build our own freedom through travel, intentional uh, living, let me get this, and budget friendly concepts. How about that? We got down to it, didn't we? So this is the freedomadventure.com. I'm going to stop there, but I just wanted to share something and to encourage each and every one of the fact that you don't have to stress yourself out. I know it's stressful sometimes thinking that you don't. There's a way out. You don't have to stress out because you think that they need this, they need that. I want this, I want that. And there are demands made on many of you for expensive gifts because these manufacturers, they make games, even the phones, the computers, and everything, and they price them as they will because they know that somebody is going to buy them. And this holiday season, many appliances and computers and tablets and phones and so much is going to be purchased. And much of it is through stress. They want this, and if they don't get this, they won't be happy. So we do lots to please other people, and we want to do that. We want others to be happy. Okay? I've been there myself, and I've done everything I could to get my children what they wanted for Christmas. And I thank God I was able to do it and that they were appreciating what I was able to do for them. And I thank God for that. Mom and Daddy did the same for all of us. There were 8 of us. There are 8 of us. 5 have gone into eternity now. So there are 3 of us left. Mom and Daddy made sure that our Christmases were great and wonderful. And most of all, the love, the meals they would fix. We have our toys, we'd have our candy, we'd have our nuts, and oh, we just enjoyed it so much. And so Mom and Daddy did whatever they could, and they made Christmas good. Every Christmas was good for us. I don't know whether they were under any stress or anything like that, but I know that they did everything for us. I did everything I could for my children. And so I know you're doing what you can for your children, but then we don't have to continue what if we have been experiencing stress from year to year on the holiday season and all of that, you don't have to do it anymore. You can train yourself to train your family to enjoy the holiday season and to enjoy the fact that Jesus Christ is the reason for the season, and then ask God to bless you to get the things that are needed for your family and help them to be able to appreciate through a learning process what they are blessed with. And God will, I'm telling you, supply all your need. And you see that? All your need according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. And I don't believe that he's going to allow your children, your family to be disappointed. I really don't think so. But then we have to reframe our thinking. And then if we have to, some people, I guess they still have layaways. Some people use layaways and they pay on things from one season, one Christmas to the next so that they can have the things that they want to give their families. There are always ways to not be stressed out and not be broke during the holidays. And I thank God that I've learned that, and I'm so thankful for that. And I believe and trust that you can share this with someone. You might not be the one that's having a stressful, indebted Christmas, but you know someone who is. And so we can, first of all, pray for them. And if we feel like they need some guidance from us, like verbally, that we will have the wisdom, that it will be instilled in us by God so that we can talk with them and help them along the way, and that we can help someone along the way. Okay, that is our goal, that is our purpose in life, to help someone along the way. So you enjoy your day, and God willing, let's see, we have a Tuesday, one Tuesday left before Christmas, and then we have Saturday evening at 7:39, Greater Gospel Temple and Inspiration of God Ministries. Saturday evening Bible lesson session. We have Sunday morning, which is Sunday morning manna from heaven, Greater Gospel Temple and Greater Gospel Temple and Inspiration of God Ministries. And then tomorrow evening, instead of the Mother's Board Inc. Coming on, Dr. Mack will be on in its stead at 1 p.m. live. That is from the Biblical Files of Dr. Mack on tomorrow, which is the 20th of December, beginning at 1 p.m. So join us then. And I love you so much. And I really appreciate you for being here with me. Hi, Gloria. Gloria, thank you so much for being with me. I love you. And please give Mother Patsy a hug and tell her hello from me and all of the family. And everyone else, I love you so much and I thank you. But please, please help yourself. Think about yourself. Take self care and try not, with everything in you, to stress yourself out and put yourself, if you already have not, into some debt that's going to take you years to get out of. Enjoy your Christmas. Christ, and then the MAS. So Jesus Christ is the reason for the season. And God willing, I will be here on Saturday evening at 7:39 p.m. I love you so much. Enjoy the remainder of your day. And please just go to, you can find my music. I have two Christmas songs. I have one that's a narration of Christmas, and then uh, it's a Christmas story. Then I have There Was a Little Baby, and they both have the same music, but they are originals. And I might have to go to SoundCloud and upload that and share those songs because they are on SoundCloud. Or you can go to SoundCloud, you can go to Amazon Music, you can go to what is it, iTunes, uh, YouTube, and you can find my music, not only the Christmas music, but many of my songs are published, have been online for years. So just enjoy it. And then do yourself a favor and make a gift of my music. Download it for yourself, okay? Download it for yourself. I love you so much. Enjoy the remainder of your day. You are special. You are awesome. And you mean so much to me. I don't take you lightly at all. You are wonderful, and I truly appreciate you for being here. I love you.